Are you good? I was recently watching the College World Series on television. I go to the games every year, but I was watching the first couple games on TV. And I noticed that Braden Montgomery, who is a star player for the Texas A&M Aggies, was wearing a hat. And on the hat, it said, good. Braden wasn't able to play because he had hurt his ankle really badly in the Super Regionals. And I was wondering, okay, what's this hat good? What's it mean? He was the star right fielder for the team, switch hitter, projected to be a top 10 pick in the Major League Draft. We'll see what happens with that. But why is he wearing this hat that says good? And I was down at the game and I saw all these people for Texas A&M. They're wearing these hats that say good. And there's a lady, I asked her, I said, okay, why is everybody wearing these hats that say good on them? She goes, have you ever heard of Jocko Willink? And I said, yeah, I've heard of Jocko. She goes, have you ever heard the speech? And I said, oh, okay, that speech. And so what I want to do is just go through this speech with you really quick that he gave. It was actually on his podcast that he has, and it was number 3, and he dubbed the podcast Good. I'm going to read the transcript to you. Here's the transcript. How do I deal with setbacks, failures, delays, defeats, or other disasters? I actually have a fairly simple way of dealing with these situations summed up in one word: good. This is something that one of my direct subordinates, one of the guys who worked with me, a guy who became one of my best friends, pointed out. He would pull me aside with some major problem or issue that was going on, and he'd say, boss, we've got this thing, this situation, and it's going terribly wrong. I would look at him and I would say, good. And finally, one day he was telling me about something that was going off the rails. And as soon as he finished explaining it to me, he said, I already know what you're going to say. And I asked, what am I going to say? And he said, you're going to say good. He continued, that's what you always say. When something is wrong or going bad, you just look at me and say, good. And I said, well, I mean it, because this is how I operate. So I explained to him, when things are going bad, there's going to be some good that will come from it. Oh, the mission got canceled. Good. We can focus on another one. Didn't get the new high-speed gear we wanted? Good. We can keep it simple. Didn't get promoted? Good. More time to get better. Didn't get funded? Good. We own more of the company. Didn't get the job you wanted? Good. Go out and gain more experience and build a better resume. Got injured? Good. Needed a break from training. I don't know if that's what Braden said, but there is a reason that he had good, and I never did find it out. Got tapped out? Good. It's better to tap out in training than tap out in the street. Got beat? Good. We learned. Unexpected problems? Good. We have to figure out a solution. That's it. When things are going bad, don't get all bummed out. Don't get started. Don't get frustrated. Just look at the issue and say, good. Now, I didn't mean to say something trite. I'm not going to sound like Mr. Smiley Positive Guy. That guy ignores the hard truth. That guy thinks a positive attitude will solve problems. It won't, but neither will dwelling on the problem. No, accept reality, but focus on the solution. Take that issue, take that setback, take that problem and turn it into something good. Go forward. And if you're part of a team, that attitude will spread throughout. Finally, if you can say the word good, then guess what? It means you're still alive. It means you're still breathing. And if you're breathing, that means you still got some fight left in you. So get up, dust off, reload, recalibrate, re-engage, and go out on the attack. Jocko Willink. That was from podcast number 3, and I'll include the link to where you can go out and you can watch the podcast segment on YouTube. So when you have something that's going wrong, it's a great mindset shift to say, good, and then think of why it's good. What's a reason that can be good? What's it going to allow you to do that you couldn't do before? Find this something that can be used in all kinds of situations and can actually help you in times where you've had things that have gone not the way you planned, not the way you wanted. Be audacious.